taking my new KLOS guitar for a test run. Just getting familiar with this instrument, so this is just the first impression, but pleasantly surprised so far. Not commonly that you'll find a flamenco guitarist using a travel-sized carbon fiber guitar, I guess, but let's see what we can come up with, and eventually I'll have more to say about the instrument over time. It's not too bad actually. It's surprisingly not too bad. It's a bit interesting because the body is really light, but the neck is really heavy. So the balance is sort of different for me, and I am used to being able to play like this, and it's hard to do this. Especially I'm used to using a guitar support over here, and because the body is so thin, my guitar support is too big, so I have to come up with another solution for that, because I can't unfortunately play cross-legged anymore. It's not comfortable for me. So both for my left hand and everything. So I'm gonna have to figure that part out, because of the dimensions of this instrument being smaller, the usual place where your right hand would sit to allow me to play in a comfortable position and maintain the neck at this angle so that it's more comfortable is not very easy to do, at least right now for me with this guitar. So if I try to play just like this, it's strange, and the weight of the guitar feels like it's much more here than here, so it tends to want to fall. So if I want to do fancy stuff on the neck, it's going to be hard to navigate in this position. So I'm going to have to figure something out about how to get this using a guitar support to stay up like this, so that it'll be even more accessible. But I mean, it's fine like this, but I would prefer to be able to play this way, and that'll be something I'll have to fiddle around with in the coming weeks. But interestingly, it does not sound too shabby at all. I mean, you cannot compare this to full-sized flamenco guitar, because this is not the reason why this thing exists. It exists so that it'll be portable and easy to take around on travel or on trips, and you can remove the neck using these screws in the back, and then put the neck to the side of the instrument and make it just take up the space of the body more or less. So it's pretty cool. I actually played it plugged in also. It has electronics. I got this version with electronics, and I mean, it's Fishman under the saddle, so for what that is worth, it's important to keep that in mind. But I mean, it sounds good when you plug it in, and I think that makes it really cool to use if you want to play amplified or do a gig or something like that, and this is what you have available to you. So the bridge is wood, and the neck is wood, and the rest of the body is carbon fiber. And yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. It tunes surprisingly well. The intonation is pretty good, and it tunes well. The strings have not adjusted yet because it's warm, especially the trebles. But they will settle in. The tuners are pretty good. I'm surprised at how accurate they are. They're actually some of the most comfortable to use tuners that I have experienced or that I've used. They're a little bit nicer than the regular machine heads that I use on more common flamenco guitars, I guess. And I got this fancy El Rumbero engraving on this, so it's pretty nice as well. I like that personalization that I got on there. So yeah, I mean, this is the guitar. It's pretty tiny. I'll fiddle around with it in the next several weeks and try to get more comfortable with it, and post some more videos and do some more recordings, but just let me know what you think. It's an interesting concept. Adios.